New tonight, everybody, a new way to tell some very old stories. A Colorado man and his friend have started a podcast all about veterans.
And because they are honoring our nation's finest, we are honoring them as our heroes of the month. Fox 31's Jeremy Hubbard has the story in tonight's Serving Those Who Serve report.
So welcome to the Warrior Next Door podcast.
Tony Lupo and Ryan Fairfield are the first to admit.
Yeah, so this is him describing seeing the USS Kitcoon Bay for the first time.
They're not exactly veteran podcasters.
They could take almost any ship and turn it into an aircraft carrier.
But veterans are why they're podcasting.
We finally went out and got to land on a ship one time.
From Tony's Arvada basement, they're working on their latest season
For the podcast called The Warrior Next Door.
They got the idea a while back.
And in fact, to reinforce that, I've got this really cool quote.
They love the military and those who serve.
Crowded, it's hot, and there's no air conditioning.
And they realized they were already sitting on a trove of compelling content. First-person accounts of war from those who fought nearly 80 years ago.
And we started to become volunteers for the Library of Congress back in 2003, and he and I have interviewed about 200 veterans in the past 15 years all across the country. One of the things that we've always talked about was how can we share this with a wider audience?
And you're witnessing other planes crash into the ocean.
Turns out you don't have to be an expert at this if you love the subject and love sharing a great story.
What we try to do is make the podcast as engaging as possible.
I registered for the draft on the 27th of December, 1942.
Like that of their favorite interviewee so far, a World War II veteran named Harvey Hunt.
Big white bushy eyebrows, 6 foot tall Marine, was on essentially the first wave of 4 islands, including Iwo Jima, was horribly wounded with by getting shot in the mouth, retrieving some wounded men.
I got shot first. I had this wound in the mouth, and my tongue was about the size of a golf ball or bigger. Baseball, I guess.
Harvey is almost 97 years old now, but because of their podcast, his story will live on long after he does, along with the stories of dozens of other service
We
members.
hate to see that generation pass. I feel like they were the adults in the room for the 20th century. You know, I feel like they're the ones that really gave our country direction and kept us going, you know, in the right path.
And these planes were big.
And because they found a way to honor our heroes, we decided to honor them with a little surprise.
So because of what you guys are doing and because we appreciate it so much, we are naming you the Fox 31 Serving Those Who Serve Heroes of the Month.
This is this is the look of unadulterated surprise. Thank you very much for this.
He said there's a plane out in the ocean that didn't make it.
Keeping alive the stories of those who fought for freedom. For these two, it's gone from just a passion to a podcast.
Join us next time for episode 2.
And who wouldn't want to hear great stories from a great generation?
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Jeremy Hubbard, Fox 31.
All right, that surprise was fun. Well, our thanks and congratulations to Tony and Ryan. So if you at home know a veteran, active duty service member, military family member, or volunteer who'd make a great hero of the month, go ahead and let us know by visiting the Serving Those Who Serve nomination page at KDVR.com.